Peg wondered. Or merely late. Each exhibitor was responsible for being at the ring on schedule. However, busy professional handlers with numerous breeds to show could sometimes find their presence required in more than one ring at the same time. In those cases, it was up to the judge to decide whether or not a concession would be made. Peg glanced at the armband and lifted a brow. Marnie wasn't supposed to tell her the missing exhibitor's name, a nod to impartiality that didn't fool anyone. The dog show world wasn't large. As soon as the handler arrived, Peg would recognize him or her, just as she knew the other exhibitors currently in her ring. As long as a judge remembered to evaluate the dogs on their merits and not their connections, that didn't have to be a problem. Marnie obviously agreed. "It's Harvey," she said under her breath. The steward nodded toward a big black poodle waiting just outside the gate with the handler's harried-looking assistant. Peg hadn't seen the young man before. He must be new. He was casting frantic glances toward the Lhasa Apso ring farther down the row of enclosures. Peg took a quick look herself. Yes, indeed, there was Harvey, standing in the middle of a class of Lhasas that he very clearly wasn't winning. The handler was glaring at the indecisive judge as if he wanted to throttle her. Peg felt much the same way. In her opinion, anyone who didn't want to have to make tough choices shouldn't apply for a judging license. Peg presided over her ring with the deft precision of a general inspecting troops. People might not agree with every decision she made, but they all respected her ability to get the job done. Peg turned back to Marnie. "Give the young man the armband. Tell him to bring the dog to the ring and take him to the end of the line. You can switch Harvey in when he gets here." "I already tried that," Marnie told her with a sidelong smirk. "The poor guy looked like he might faint. I wouldn't be surprised if this was his first dog show. And possibly his last." Peg felt an unwanted twinge of sympathy. It was no wonder that Harvey's assistants always looked stressed. The handler had entirely too many clients to do each one justice. On the other hand, she was well aware that Harvey's open dog was a handsome standard poodle who compared favorably with the others now in the ring. Unless she was mistaken, the dog only needed to win today's major to finish his championship. Harvey would be devastated if he missed this chance. Peg sighed. Time was a valuable commodity for a dog show judge, and now hers was passing. She was done dithering. "I'll start the class, but take things slow," she said to Marnie. "Harvey has my permission to enter the ring when he gets here, but for pity's sake, do try to hurry him along." 10 minutes later, Harvey made it to the ring in time, but only just. Peg leveled a beady-eyed glare in the handler's direction as he took possession of the big poodle at the end of the line. Her meaning was clear to everyone in the vicinity. She'd granted Harvey leniency this time, but he shouldn't make a habit of needing it. After weighing the merits and flaws of her male standard poodle entry, Peg was further annoyed when her earlier speculation proved to be true. She ended up awarding Harvey's dog the title of winner's dog and the coveted 3-point major that went with it. With an outcome like that, Harvey would never learn better manners. But darn it, the dog had deserved the win. So what else was she supposed to do? Peg hated it when her principals found themselves at odds with each other. It didn't help that Marnie was laughing behind her hand as she called the standard puppy bitch class into the ring. "Wait until you get approved to judge," Peg said as they crossed paths at the judge's table. "Then I'll come and make fun of you." "As if you'd stoop to stewarding," Marnie sniffed, then winked. Stewarding was a difficult and often thankless job, and they both knew it. The standard poodle bitch